if it's live. But that's the bummer too. I did. I just went live. What's up, Caleb? Caleb, I saw your call. I couldn't answer it. Hey, Karen. All right, Andrew, say something. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Not there. We're having some technical issues. I'm trying to figure out. So we're doing some of this through Zoom, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it over to the stream. Interesting. Because that's the question too, is it recording? Because it records the stream. And if I don't have the stream, nope, and that just shares the screen. Well, Karen, so it's yeah, it is definitely Disney's IT department running this. It's like when you go to try to get D23 tickets. It's exactly what it is. Oh, look at that. All right, say something. Can you? This is the magic of live TV.
Oh, I just said on Zoom, this meeting is being live streamed.
Okay.
Yeah, it came through.
All right. Hey, Tim, if you'd say something for us.
Hello. I hope this works. I'm here. We're all here. Did that work?
We'll know here in a second.
Yeah. There's a little delay. We heard. Hey.
Yep, Tim came through.
Yay.
How about that? Look at us go. Bunch of old guys figuring out technology. Well, and I really do love this software. It's awesome. But it does come with a little bit of a learning curve. So and be gentle with Tim, because I didn't warn him correctly that this was live. So it's excited. But you're a celebrity here. You're among people who love you.
I'm very afraid.
I doubt that you are.
Not least little bit.
Well, like I was telling Tim beforehand, the live thing is really freeing. It really makes it great, because then we get people in the chat, and yes, Dads and Tech Show. That's exactly what we should call this. Is then there's no editing, and whatever little mistakes just become part of the charm, which is awesome. Yep. All right, well let's get started then, because we only have 40 minutes before the Zoom cuts out. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, welcome to the But Mostly Disney podcast. I am, as always, Tater over here in Virginia, and from Charleston, South Carolina, my good friend Andrew.
Good evening, everybody.
How are you tonight?
Not bad. It's starting to warm up here in the deep south, as we say.
Yeah, and it's getting chilly up here. And I'm really excited tonight because tonight we have a true celebrity with us, Tim Foster from the Top 10 WDW radio fame for some of us and for others from Celebrations Magazine. Hey, Tim, how's it going?
Well, I'm here. I'm waiting for this celebrity you're talking about. But I'm here. So
No, among our group, you are well known and well loved.
and it's freezing up where I am, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, and you're in Pennsylvania, is that correct?
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
What part?
Philadelphia.
Ah, I have family in Lancaster, so I go to
Go
Philadelphia
Birds.
quite often.
It's a little chilly.
Well, if you do, so we all know Tim from WDW because most of our clientele here comes from WDW. So we've been listening to you do top 10 lists, and maybe we'll throw in a little top 5 list of our own, not to steal all of Lou's thunder as we often try to do.
But is that why my little cartoon's holding a banana? Because of
Banana
Lou
Foster,
Mangello?
maybe.
Bananas Foster. That's never gonna leave me.
Do you like that? Is that offensive? I don't want to.
No, I love Bananas Foster, the food. It's odd being called that, but you know.
It's these little things. I mean, that's how I got tater at a church camp when I was a kid, and I had no desire for that. I can assure you, it was.
Well, the one thing I learned very early on was that if I go to any of Lou's fan meets, is not to wear a yellow shirt because I made that mistake once. That was a long day.
One time.
Yep.
Well, I didn't want to call you Little Timmy Foster because that
No,
felt
that's
weird.
fine. That's actually better. So.
Okay. And look, we were just talking. AI made that picture. That's what AI thinks of you.
Thanks, AI.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's kind of impressive that it knows that bananas and Disney.
There you go.
I added the Celebrations magazine. I don't know if that's a great rendering or not, but that's what we got for the picture.
It's close enough to the logo.
And we can't complain too much, Tim, because Tony here, she is in Alaska.
Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably warmer there than it is here. So.
It might be. Philly's a cold city.
It can get cold.
I love Philadelphia. My son rode for college and in high school, so we were up there quite a bit on the Schuylkill. But
Yep.
I still, and I don't mean this as any kind of hyperbole, I have never been to Philadelphia when it was sunny. Not once.
You've been there, but in the cold and the rain and the fog and the
Every single time.
Yeah, every other version of it.
I
The
was
sun
in-
comes out here once in a while.
Well, I mean,
I haven't
Alaska.
seen it in 2 weeks. I heard a rumor it's up there, but around.
well, Tim, start out and tell us a little bit about your origin, your Disney origin story, at least.
Oh man, that's a long story.
Yeah, we got time.
Well, I was there
40
opening.
minutes at least.
I was there opening year, and I remember my brother losing his Donald Duck hat on It's a Small World. But then we didn't go back till the 90s is when my wife and I first started going. And I tell the story often. The first night we went to Epcot. I knew about this place, but I didn't know anything about it. I sort of heard about it, and we went. And it was October. It was evening. There was nobody there. It was magical. There was music coming out of the bushes. Oh, how amazing is that? And then we went. I had no idea what to expect, and we went on everything. And needless to say, we were hooked from that point, and we've been back lots of times ever since. And eventually decided we should do a magazine, and here we are. So that is the short version of that story. So.
And how long have you been doing Celebrations magazine?
You know what? We're getting up to 20 years. It was 2008 when we started.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it hurts saying 20 years, but here we are. So really, it's been that long. Yeah, so 2008 is when we started. So.
That's awesome. It's a great magazine, and I mean, and we're gonna get to the book, which I adore. And it's funny because, look, we all listen to these podcasts, and you listen to people talk about, and I've heard about the books, and you've talked about them on Lou's show tons and tons and tons, and now I actually have one, and I'm like, oh, I want them all. I really want them all. And if you don't know what we're talking about, all my monitors just. Can you still hear me?
You're good.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Wow. Because everything I own just crashed. That was weird.
Uh-oh.
is this right here. Look, I've got lights
Wow.
going on and off. Oh, this is really fun. But this book, and I did a little video of it today, but I mean, the pictures I was expecting, but the history and and the words, this is quite a book.
It was a labor of love. Yeah.
Well, and how many of these do you have?
That's of this series. This is kind of a new series we're doing with the rides. That's the second one. The first one was about Journey into Imagination, which has sold out, but hopefully soon, I'm going to be able to announce that we're doing a paperback version of that book in case you didn't get the coffee table hardcover version. And we just are printing our new book about Spaceship Earth, and that's due in any week now. So that's the next one in the series, and then we have lots more coming next year too.
Now, are you doing a pin to go with that one? Because I didn't show how.
We're thinking about it. Yeah, we do. We usually do the pins for the books. This one we had a little trouble with because of costs and timing and all that kind of stuff. But so we're hoping we can come out with one. But right now it's the book by itself. So
Well, so
we'll see.
I'd always thought that they were, coffee table books.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of like, it reminded me a lot of Mark Davis's his 2-volume set. It's certainly a lot of his drawings and art in there, but I mean, tons and tons and tons of history. I mean, this is a well-researched book. Like the words themselves would actually, I think, stand on their own, frankly.
Well, that's the fun part about doing these books, because sometimes people ask me how long it takes to put like this book together and then the Spaceship Earth book, and it's kind of two answers. One is the literal start to finish, like this year, how long it took me. But in reality, we've been working on the books for 20 years, because the information on that book, is drawn from all the research we've done for the magazine over the years, where we've done deep dives into so many attractions in the parks and the history. So it's kind of a culmination of all of that. So yeah, lots to draw from. And because there's so much to tell about It's a Small World specifically, and the other attractions, because of all the history and stuff.
Well, and I mean, and maybe that's why so many of us, love Disney, because I mean, I don't live there, so I don't get to go as much, but I try to go once a month or so. And every single time I go, there's something new. I learn something new about Disney or see something I haven't seen before every single time, which is pretty cool, because you figure at some point in time it's got to run out, right? No.
Well, you'd think that, but that was part of my journey too, and I think a lot of people go through this, is when you become a Disney fan, like especially if you start going to the parks, you have that initial, this is cool, look at the rides and all that kind of stuff. But the more you go and the more you get into it and the more you become a fan, and then you start reading the books and looking at the history and realizing how much history there is. And that's one of the things I love about Walt Disney World, is it's not just the parks and it's not just the attractions. It's the history of animation itself and Walt Disney and everything. So there's so much. If you're into it and you like that sort of thing, there's so much to dive into and learn about and explore with Disney, beyond the parks, even though it's all connected and it's really fascinating.
Well, and that's perfect. Like, I keep trying to, I am no writer, but I keep trying to illustrate to my friends who are non-Disney people why I like it so much. And the rides have even the parks as theme parks have very little to do, I think, with my love of Disney. Like, I love the resorts. I love the storytelling of the resorts. I love what they do. I love the Imagineering. Something is drawing a lot of power because everything keeps crashing. I'll just keep going. But am I still around?
You're good.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone can hear me.
No, we're good.
Huh. Can you guys still hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Still see you.
Well, I guess I'll keep going. I've got no computer screens, but I can see we're still live on the phone. That's very strange. Something's really, really wrong. But what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted by well, I guess I'll keep going. I've got no what I was going to say is that the parks, this is going to be hard to do because I can't hear you guys. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Can you hear me at all? No, I guess not. It's purple in this room.
Yeah, those lights are going.
I can hear you.
Hey, Tim.
I'm looking at your wall. Oh, I love your wall, man.
My wall of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my little man cave. My escape room.
All right, favorite Star Wars movie.
Empire Strikes Back?
Okay. It felt like you were asking me.
No, I thought you said that. I thought you were talking about the poster behind me.
Oh, no.
No, that is my favorite. That's why I have that poster.
There you go.
Lou debates me on it. He says
What's
the
he
first
say?
one was the best one. I disagree.
You're wrong. What can I tell you? Lou's right. So
Hey, we all have our opinions.
that's right. The hill I will die on is I will never call that A New Hope. So I fight with that with other people. It's not called A New Hope. It's called Star Wars.
Yes.
I know. I was there. I was a kid. I saw it 13 times in the movie theater. It wasn't called that.
I didn't get to see the first one in the movie theater, but I saw that one. I remember my brother taking me for that one, and when Darth Vader came out, I was hooked.
Oh yeah.
I've been an Empire fan ever since.
No, I was that kid. We saw it 13 times, and
Okay.
you couldn't see what color my walls were because I had posters all over it. That was me.
Yeah, my daughter moved out, and my youngest daughter went into her room, and I was like, my wife's like, we're gonna make this into a spare bedroom, and I was like, / man cave. So yeah, no problem.
The funny thing is, see, I grew up with the first one as my movie, and my daughter grew up when Phantom Menace came out.
Okay.
And I know thoughts out there, and I don't mind the prequels at all. But to her, that's her Star Wars. That's the one she grew up, and the one we went 7 times to the movies to see. And she and I are crying when Qui-Gon dies every time. And so that's her generation. She's just big of a Star Wars fan as I am.
So I saw a Star Wars one of their podcasts, and they were talking about how people of that generation, those are their 3 movies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand it.
Yeah. So
we're the old guys with the original, and they're like, oh no. We don't want the old ones. We want our own.
We do. No, but I have a soft spot in my heart for those. And even Force Awakens, we all went together, and my daughter was so excited, and we had a great time.
That's cool.
Saw Rogue One together because I got to see it with my dad, So
it was like a group of 5 guys, and we all grew up together. And when Revenge of the Sith came out, we all went and saw it. And when Darth Vader goes to breathe for the first time, we're like, "Stop! Nobody talk. Let him breathe." And we're like, all got goosebumps, acting like little kids in the movie theater.
Yep.
Okay, say everything you just said over again because I missed it all.
It was just Star Wars nonsense.
We're being nerds for a moment.
Just Star Wars.
Yeah. That Falcon you got hanging on your back wall.
Yeah, and there's a couple of lightsabers over there, just out of frame.
Yeah.
I love that I can share that with my kids. Like I love that all my kids love Star Wars. And I didn't necessarily completely push it on them the whole time.
My girls tolerate it. They're more the Freaky Friday type.
I like Freaky Friday too.
I don't have a problem with Freaky Friday, but I'd rather them watch Star Wars.
Okay, so I'll try it again. What I was saying is that, and we just went down this weekend and didn't even go to a park. And I know that it's hard to do that because it costs so much. Like for Tony, who said up here earlier that she wished her next trip isn't until 2028. From Alaska. That's a tough, that's a tough trip. I'm impressed you're coming back that soon. But I do love being able to go down, and I love Walt. Like I've grown to love him more and more and more. I loved him as a kid, his Uncle Walt, and now for what he did for, like you're saying, for animation, for science, for technology, for business, everything he did. I mean, his fingers are in so many pies in NASA, in the Air Force. I mean, and if he had just gotten like 10 more years, that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Because
I was going to say, if anyone could have built Epcot, the city.
Yes, that would have been
There you go.
And that's exactly where I was going to, because look, I'm an optimist at heart, right? I love being naive. I don't mind being a kid on the inside and on the outside quite a bit. But what I love is, the way he was designing that city with all these different companies, names that are almost evil now, like Monsanto, and all the things he was putting together that might have, he could have changed. I mean, look, I know this is going way out there, but he could have changed the history of the world and how business is run and how innovation is run. And maybe, I don't know, maybe even, and he was a capitalist, right? But maybe a little less greedy and a little more, ask not what you can do, what your country can do for you kind of mentality, right? Which would have been pretty cool to see where he would have led us.
And I still give Disney props for it. How Epcot did come together eventually as the park it was, but knowing that no one could pull off what Walt envisioned in the first place,
right?
And you can debate whether even Walt could have. That's a whole debate unto itself. But like, if anyone could, I think it would have been him. But what they did do to make Epcot at the time being something no one had ever seen before.
Right.
And trying to combine some of the things he was trying to do with the city, but in the form of a park was pretty cool and innovative and exciting.
Yeah. And
even when we saw it for the first time in the 90s, this was like, I'd never seen anything like this before. So.
Well, see, I really wanted Walt's version of Epcot to come true. I mean, that's exactly true. And I'm in a unique position because I didn't find Epcot until like 2007 or 8, really. Like, I know. Oh. So Food Rocks, and I saw World Motion. I never saw Horizons.
I never saw Kitchen Cabaret or none of that.
Never saw Kitchen Cabaret. I know.
No veggie fruit. Right?
Yep. Because I went as a kid to Walt Disney, and I didn't go back until and I lived. I mean, how did I not find this in the late 90s? But I lived in Jacksonville and Daytona in 97 and 98, somewhere in there, and we didn't go to Disney. I just didn't have it. It was my wife and I also kind of found it the same way, Tim, you and yours did. We went down for one couple day trip, and the next thing you know, all my money's gone, and here I am,
That's right.
20 some odd years later, doing a podcast about it on Tuesday nights. But so I don't mind the IP in the parks. I don't mind some of the changes, though I do miss Maelstrom. I liked it the way it was. I do miss and hope we can still, even maybe Moana, the water thing does a little bit of a job of trying to teach something. There is a little bit of science in there, loosely adapted for kids. And even though there's no sea base alpha, there's still, Nemo and Friends in the Sea still has some education. No, see, I never saw the Dream Finder. So Figment was kind of,
oh,
I know.
Oh no.
It's true.
Sorry. I'm
no
poor man.
I know.
My heart hurts for you.
I feel it. I mean, I just talk about, what is it? FOMO. Like I have tons of it.
Well, and it's funny because we saw it, but admittedly, we only saw it a few times before. Well, I guess a few years before it changed, which has been a long time now. When doing the Imagination book, realizing that this version has been around far longer than any other version, and we're thinking like the new one, and this is actually the most enduring one of all. But I'm like you. Sometimes I saw it, but short of pictures and stuff, it's kind of a distant memory at this point.
But I like the idea. Like I wanted to know what the gross exports of Norway were. I wanted to know what their GDP was like and how they moved oil in and out of the country. I was a nerdy kid and a nerdy adult. So I found.
So I'll ask you. I think you're going to say yes. You were the person who stayed and watched the film
Every time.
I absolutely stayed and watched that film every time. I loved that film, and I didn't say anything out loud, but when everyone would walk in front of me on the way out, I'm screaming,
me.
What are, oh, it's you. That was you.
Yeah, that was me.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sorry, you got a fast pass for test driver.
I just got this picture of Tim Foster in The Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
I love that movie. I miss that movie.
I do too. I thought it was really, really cool. And so look, Frozen Ever After or whatever it's called it's better, right? It's more.
I love Frozen Ever After.
It.
I love
For a 5-year-old little girl, it's the greatest thing ever.
That's what I'm saying. It's the right thing to do, right? Like I get it. Like I think Eisner was right, not having, so I did some work for Busch Gardens here in Williamsburg, and the maintenance guy took us around, and we were back behind the scenes, and he said, Augustus Busch, when he built Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, he said, I'll never have the clientele that Walt has. I'll never get the people because we don't have those characters, but I'm going to make my park just as beautiful. And the point being, and he did, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, if you ever get a chance, is a great park, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It really at one time was just gardens. We've been going since it opened in 75 or so. But his point is that IP, those characters are what makes that park, right? I mean, that's without that as the tinder for the rest of the fire and building upon it, it wouldn't be what it was. And I think you'd be foolish not to use it, right? Kids want to see Mickey, right? And if parents want to drink around the world and have their kids shut up for a little while, then you better have some Mickey for them, I guess.
Well, that's a whole other discussion.
Right.
Yeah. Do I have to worry about it says less than a minute up in my corner of my screen?
So I think it's going to kick you out, and let's hope that you can click the link I sent you, and you should be able to pop right back in. So many
I'm armed.
Just
armed and ready.
Wonderful.
We're in a technological quandary tonight.
I know, it really is quite a night. My whole it's weird. Here's some technology tips for you. I happen to have my computer plugged into a different outlet than the power strip was plugged into. So the power strip tripped, and all my lights and screens and everything else, every other piece of technology I have going on here disappeared. And except for the computer, which then Andrew kept the show. I just realized it kicked Andrew out too. So this really is going to be a lot of fun. We'll have to see. And I wonder if it's going to be the same link, or do I have to give them a whole another one? This is really, look, you guys are learning a lot. But again, let's talk about Tim while he's not here, and Andrew, right? You're right. See, Karen, this is absolutely true. All right, they do need a new Zoom key. All right. Let's try it again. And then I got to figure out how to get back in the field. This is a lot of fun. It says new meeting. You'll just pause. I need like that little picture of, of the little peacock when the, yeah, it's exactly true, Chris. This is all right. Let's try it again. New meeting. Yes, we will definitely go get Morimoto ribs. You are never going to have to ask me twice. I will. I may be down next week. Now, this works so beautifully earlier. So if you're wondering, I'm trying to use Zoom to add them back in. And I get, when I click new meeting, it won't let me click one. You know, at this point, I would just pay to upgrade Zoom if it would even give me an option to do that. Yeah. Tony took her dad those ribs. Now look, I'm trying as I'm clicking buttons while I'm doing this. Yeah, well, and I hopefully will be back down in December. I've got my son's got our Jeep. I don't understand this. It won't let me start a new meeting. My son's got our Jeep down in yeah, I may edit this one for the I wonder if I All right, see, we'll get Andrew back.
Hey.
All right, I'm going to put you back up for now. And we're just missing Tim. It won't let me schedule a new meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if, I mean, I would just upgrade. Well, it keeps throwing up a button and then let's try this. Yeah, I don't know if it's me, which is probably what it is. Or if it's Zoom. But every time I click new meeting, it pops up a window that immediately disappears. And I can't tell if it's running or not. Well, that's disappointing. Dang, and we had a good top 5.
Yeah.
Yes. When I don't want to restart everything. All right, let's try. I'm going to try one more thing. Because I could edit this out later. You just enjoy the... I don't know who that is. There's another... There's another account on there, but I don't know who it is. I'm afraid to log into it. It could be anybody. It is funny. Well, so if you're following along with the home version, I had just done this the other day, so I thought I was free and clear. Because I had somebody else who did the same thing. Doesn't pay for Zoom, and we had a meeting and it lasted 40 minutes, and then we just logged in to a new one. Yeah, that must be what it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is invite Tim again. And I might have you log back out and log back in as well, Andrew.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get Tim in first.
Yeah, I got you.
Let's make sure that works. I'm sure he's sitting by his email waiting for me to email him.
He's probably going, what kind of rickshaw?
What kind of opera monkey? And then the worst part is now I got to remember how I got it done last time. All right, and then I'm sending you a new link.
If anybody wants to know, we have Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker behind the scenes working.
Pretty much. That's exactly what's going on here. But look, this is fun, right? This is why we do it live. All right, I got Tim back.
Yay, Tim's back.
All right.
All right, I got the link. All right, I'm getting out of eCam and going over there.
Okay. All right, Tim, are you there? Mm-hmm. All right, Andrew, are you there?
I'm back.
Hey,
Okay.
he's back, folks. Dude improved.
All right. Now I'll see if
Wonderful
I can
world of technology.
get it. It really is.
Tater.
Yeah,
he's there somewhere.
This is about the par for the course.
Host has allowed you to record. Oh, nice.
All right, now I just got to figure out how I got you over into the stream. Bum, 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 bum.
So, Tim, how did you meet Lou?
Oh gosh. I met do you know about the mouse fan meets that used to be held? I met him there.
Oh,
I was writing the guide to the Magic for Kids book, the very first book I ever did.
Okay.
And I didn't know anybody at all. And I found a book and the author put their email in there. Stupid author. This is Kara Goldsberry. I don't know if you know who that is, but so I sent her a note like, "How do you do this? I don't know what to do. Like, do I have to whatever?" And she was very nice. She answered, and among other things, she said, "You should go to this fan meet and meet people." And that's where I met him. And Lou has his own version of that story.
I saw this next time I see him.
Little Timmy Foster, little kid walking through with this big book in his arm, and I just looked at him and I said, "Dude," so.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a lawyer talk.
No, it was great. So, and that was a long, man, I don't know when that was. Well over 20 years ago.
Okay.
So.
I caught Lou in the park with a computer in his hand the first time I met him. That's when he did the trivia stuff and was doing first launching the website.
Oh, okay.
And then I've known him ever since. And then
there you go. Where did you say you live?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh my gosh, my wife grew up around there, and she's big Myrtle Beach.
Oh yeah, where'd you grow up
at? Like Greenville.
Okay, yeah, upstate. Okay.
And actually, we're hoping we can get down there like any time now. Like she wants to try and get down there before Christmas for a week and do some relaxing and stuff. So
yeah, I tell people I'm lucky I get to live where people vacation.
Yeah, so
it's good. January, February, it gets we get 40 degrees and like 60% humidity, so it's wet cold.
Yeah.
Which I tell everybody I'd rather go up north to see my family in Lancaster and be cold and be dry than wet cold.
And wet cold is fun.
Yeah, we get January, February, but the rest of the time, except for when we're close to hell in August, July, and September, it's not bad.
Yeah, we've been there then. Her go-to spot is Pawleys Island.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
It's like an hour
So
from here. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Polly's.
she had a condo there for a little
Oh,
while.
cool.
Yeah, that place is beautiful. I love Pawleys Island.
Yeah, between here and Myrtle Beach, I think there's 300 golf courses.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And I've probably lost 300 golf balls
Yeah, I've
on
myself as well.
on two
Oh.
courses, mind you, not 300 courses.
I think it sounds like a good research trip.
I went and played friend of mine went and played one of the Disney courses last fall.
Oh yeah, I've never
It was
done
Christmas because we went down to my wife's birthday. My birthday is Christmas Day. My wife's birthday is the 26th.
that. Oh my, okay.
So we left on her birthday and drove down and stayed through the New Year, which I tell everybody do not do. That was the biggest
Yeah,
mistake
that's
we
a
ever
rough
did.
time.
When we stayed in Magic Kingdom for New Year's Eve, and it was like me and 100,000 of my closest
Oh
friends.
yeah,
That was
Yeah.
claustrophobic.
yeah. I'm not
Hey.
ever gonna do that.
But yeah, we're gonna play golf. We're gonna go hit golf balls, and my buddy's like, "These are brand new range balls." I'm like, "We've never seen those in our life."
That's awesome.
But
It was funny. We were at Old Key West not too long ago in one of our stays, and we were like on the golf course there.
Mhm.
So we didn't play, but I went out one morning. We were like right up near the green. So in the shrubs, there was like 8 golf balls just
Oh,
sitting and
nice.
people that lost. So I cleaned up.
Yeah, we stayed at Old Key West for the first time last year. We went down for the Halloween party,
Yeah,
and we got a 1 bedroom little villa. And
yeah.
we walked down the back porch, and I'm like, "That's a green." And my clubs
Yeah.
are in the truck. I could run out there and putt it
You
real quick and see
could.
how
Yep.
fast it runs.
Yep.
I think that's
That's
like
actually the first place we stayed was Old Key West.
that's Lake
Okay.
Buena
That was
Vista,
where the
right?
magic began. Like we went there, and I'm used to like a Holiday Inn kind of thing or
Yeah.
whatever. And we get there, and this dude in a golf cart is taking us to this palatial tropical. What is this magical place?
Place.
So
Yeah. Well, I made a mistake first time I took my girls. Both of them. We stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I should have never done that
Oh no, why?
because they're hooked there. We're going to Animal Kingdom. But we're going on a cruise in February. We
don't
always,
think they can hear
this
me.
year we started for Christmas a want, a need, and an experience. Dad picked the experience.
Oh, I
So
like
we're going on a cruise, but we're going to spend the weekend at Disney World because I can't go to Florida and not go to Disney World. That's just not
No.
going to happen.
No.
But we're going to stay at the beach club. So my wife's favorite park is Epcot. Mine's Hollywood Studios. So we
Okay.
can walk to both.
There you
So
go. I like that. Yeah.
it'll be fun.
There you
Can
go.
y'all hear me now?
I like that. What is a need? What was that you do?
A want, a need,
A
and an
want,
experience.
a need, and experience. I like that.
Yeah.
We've been doing experiences as gifts, which is awesome.
Oh, cool.
Like adding
Yeah.
the other. Hey,
Yeah.
there's a little face.
Yeah.
Hey, there he
There's
is.
There's a Tater and a Sean.
Yeah.
there's 2 of them.
I think what I realized is by moving over here that it took me out of the stream. So y'all were having a nice golf conversation.
Mhm.
And
That was going out live, I hope, because that was a wonderful
Yeah, we had a
conversation.
good conversation.
Yep.
Tim and Andrew show.
Special guest, Sean.
Yep. That's pretty much how it worked. So now I've got to figure out how to add myself back into the stream.
Totally off topic. Is that a Kill Bill samurai sword?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Okay.
Where?
And
Oh,
and
I see it.
You can't see it on the stream.
That's Hanzo Steel right there. If I said that right.
All right. I think we better risk it and just do our top 5 list before I break this again somehow. Because I'm trying to figure out how to get myself. I can hear myself twice.
Yeah, they said there's an echo. I guess they can still see everything because people are saying there's an echo from Sean.
Right.
You
All right.
sound like the old Apple ad, by the way.
That's right. All right. If I do that, there's only one. Is that better? Chat? Is there no more echo? And can you hear me at all? We were laughing when we were gone, Tim. We're like, they're going to be like, what kind of operation is this?
Now you're gone, they said.
Yeah. I know that.
What kind of Mickey Mouse operation?
You know, I was just going to say that, and I wondered if that would be wildly inappropriate, but you took it, so awesome.
You know, on his birthday is the only way he can get away with that.
Whose birthday?
It's Mickey Mouse's birthday today, isn't it? Or was it yesterday?
Oh, wait, it's November. I totally don't know what time of year it is. Yeah, happy birthday, Mickey and Minnie. Well, now I'm gonna have cake tonight. I totally whiffed on that. Wow.
No picture, but the echo is there.
Still the echo. Great.
Oh, they said you like the Wizard of Oz. Well.
See if I do that. All right, is there still an echo? Karen, what do you got now? Can you guys hear me?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, you guys.
I only hear you once too. I don't hear.
Okay.
I don't have an echo on our end.
All right, I don't hear it either. Let's check on this, mister. Yeah. I think we all deserve cake.
Cake. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's still pretty. Well, I think the problem is if I mute this, does that solve the echo problem? Chat room? And Andrew, can you hear me?
Yeah. You're good.
Okay. Karen, yeah, no kidding. So glad I can edit it. Can you hear the echo still?
Is that solve the echo problem?
Well, now I hear an echo.
Yeah, I just turned my phone up.
No, that
was
was
still
that was your
echoing.
phone.
Sunday.
What about now? You can't hear me at all now? All right. And there's still an echo. Yeah. I don't know how to fix it. What about now?
Oh.
You can't hear me at all now.
You're good now.
I'm good now?
Oh, wait a minute. That's because you would muted yourself.
Because I stopped talking and people were thrilled.
Now there's an echo back. So when you mute yourself, it stops.
All right. Let me try this. Try it now. I'm going to give it a second. I forgot there's a little bit of delay. And let's just go ahead because for the audio, I can edit out one of the tracks, and I think still get a good audio podcast out of it. So let's do. All right. Let me try this. Try it now. I'm gonna give it a second. Still, wow. Yeah, if I turn it off and shut it back on or backwards, I'll lose the broadcast completely. It's interesting because I feel like if I mute, if I get rid of myself on the video stream, it should. But I don't know. You guys have an option for me to add there's no option for me as a guest.
Well, it shows you, and then it shows Tater on Zoom. Think that could be it?
Maybe.
Your video turned, John.
Yeah, you just
Tater
came back
now.
up with the three of us.
Right. But all right. Well, I think Tony's right. Let's just keep going. If it's that bad, please don't watch. And then you can listen to it on Spotify. Because it's weird. But you guys, Tim and Andrew, you guys can't hear an echo.
No, you're fine.
All right, good. Let's just endeavor to persevere. Outlaw Josie Wheels. All right. So in tradition to Lou Mangello and WW Radio and the way a lot of us know you, let's do a top five as opposed to a top 10. Plus, we're going to run out of time again. So fighting the clock. So tonight, because we know Tim's not a big coaster guy, right?
Yeah.
We'll do
Depends on the coaster.
top 5 slow rides.
Which is definitely more my speed.
Thanks, Gene.
And I may have gotten rid of the echo there. I finally figured it out. All right. Tim, guest of honor, you go first.
Oh, what? All right, what's the question?
Top 5 slow rides.
I was... Go ahead.
You don't even have to do a go with me here.
No, because it's funny, because you said this, and I realized, short of a handful of roller coasters, this kind of describes every Walt Disney World attraction.
It really does.
We can go anywhere. And I'm gonna go with it's not a go with me here, but it might be one that might not come to mind first. I'm going to the Animal Kingdom. And I'm going to the Navi River Journey.
Nice. Well played.
And I don't go on this attraction nearly enough, but I love this attraction. I mean, I love a boat ride, and I'm sure a boat ride's going to come up later on in this show, one or two. But the first time I saw I was just blown away by just the sheer visuals and the colors that I've never seen before, and the visual effects, ones that I know what they're doing, but I still swear there's little lizards running over my head, and it's just my only complaint about Navi River Journey is I wish it was 3 times as long as it is, because it is such a beautiful experience.
It really is. I mean, it's super relaxing, and it's an incredible animatronic.
Yes. Oh, I didn't even mention that. Yes, one of the most amazing animatronics ever made. Yeah.
I'm hoping
air conditioning
that when they open the new stuff over there at Animal Kingdom, then the line for that may die down a little bit.
Yeah, that usually is the case. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'll be staying in Indiana Jones, so that's fine.
Right. There are a lot of times we skip Navi River just because of the line. We go do something else. Which I'm not proud of, but that's who we are.
No, I get it. It's we would get passes for that when we were there, but
I think actually
because like you said, I might not be inclined to go on Everest, even though it's amazing, but because I'm a fraidy cat. So that leaves me a pass I can use for something else, like Navi River Journey.
I like the little frog prints on the lily pads up above.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, Pandora at night is one of my favorite places to be.
That is very cool at night.
And it's like Navi River Journey. It's Pandora at night, but during the day when you can be there. So,
right.
Like I said, I just wish it were longer.
And I wonder if they'll start opening Animal Kingdom later with the new stuff. Maybe the crowd will be busier and warrant More
fine.
staff.
You got respect the animals though. Don't wake them up though. They got
Right.
sleep, too.
We can all quietly move.
Just don't say anything loud.
That's right. All right, Andrew. How about you?
I like boats. So anything time you can ride around Bay Lake in a pontoon. I wish you could drink and ride around Bay Lake in a pontoon, but you can't. Um, but just to relax and hear the train and the music and the other, everybody else on the river, on the lake. It's just, ride around a pontoon boat. I'm in.
See, I like that as well. It's almost a go with me here, right? But we did that once, and it was such a great couple hours. You don't need much more than 2 hours.
Yeah, over two is way too much, but.
And I kept waiting for those motors to open up, and they never do.
Well, we're ones, we say, even that, we're one of our favorite rides, and if you want to call it that, is just the launch boats. Even if you can't do the pontoon boat, but doing the launch boats is one of our favorite things, like Wilderness Lodge to the Magic Kingdom.
Look,
perfect.
We've sat on the dock for a long time, just listening to the boat whistles and all of that. We posted a video of that. It was just the boat leaving the dock at Wilderness Lodge. That's all it was, and you heard the whistle. And people love that. That boat whistle just brings it all back to you when you hear that. Like you're there. So, yeah.
Did you guys notice how he cheated just like Lou?
I learned from the best.
Well, it's not really one of mine. Well, I'm going to go right for my number one, which is the TTA. My must-do slow ride. I've gone into the park only to do the People Mover because I love it. If just to hear paging Mr. Morrow and now is the time, and now is the best time. I love that ride.
That's what my wife is downstairs screaming yes, yes, yes right now. That's an absolute favorite ride.
And apparently,
I love it too. It's one of my favorites.
And Google for yourselves. But apparently there's a secret hand motion that if you use, they may let you ride right around again.
Don't Google it. I've done it myself many a time.
I say everybody's done that.
I didn't know.
Give me old singer circle with the finger.
My
did
wife
that on
says,
our last trip. Can we go in? Yeah, sure.
My wife says every time I recommend something, then it fills up.
Yeah.
Karen also loves. Well, she loves launch boats and all these. How can you not love them?
Well, and actually, it's funny you mentioned the TTA because we're thinking of new books going forward. TTA is on our list for a book.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
All right, Tim, give us another.
Oh, I'm back up again.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go since you never saw it, and I'll bring it up, and I will go back in the old time machine. I'll go to Epcot, and it's hard to pick. I'm sure we'll come back to Epcot a few times, but I'm going to do a blast from the past and call out Horizons.
Oh, you just know how to make a fella hurt.
I know.
Right to the heart.
And even to me, I only got to experience that a couple times before it went away. But man, I miss it. I loved it. I will say at the end when you had to pick, for those who don't remember the attraction, it was like a glimpse into the future. And at the end, you got to choose your end, which was really cool. You got to go under the sea or out into space or out into the desert to experience what the future might be like. And as I was talking with Andrew, as a big Star Wars kid, I'm always wanting to go to space because there's a space station, but my wife always won, and we always went under the sea. So there you go. But I loved Horizons. It among other things, it just epitomized what Epcot seemed to be about. You know, this is the possibilities of the future and what can happen. And you just felt like Walt Disney's presence in there. Just the idea of the city of the future, and this is what it could be. And hey, if you can dream it, you can do it. The most misquoted Walt Disney quote of all time, but that's where it started.
Right.
Yeah.
Karen, if you had wings, I can still sing that song.
Go ahead.
All right, go for
No,
it.
I won't because
see, don't tease it like
I'm trying to get people to listen to the show, not
Right away,
away
Steve, too?
Fair enough.
I have some regret not getting to ride Horizons.
Yeah.
Although it's funny, I was just listening to the Disney adult book that the DFB lady, AJ, wrote. It's a pretty good book. But she in there said there were only three choices because no one really wanted to live in the desert. So
yeah.
Karen
to be fair, if between us, like I said, it was between the sea and space. So
yeah. Yep.
So
all right, Andrew.
All right, and one reason because go to Celebrations Press and buy this book because I just bought it. It's a Small World. My mom's favorite ride. As a kid, we didn't get to go as kids, but my mom always hummed that song. And so when she finally had to go, that was the first thing that she wanted to go do. And my mom is not a roller coaster person, so this was right up her alley. And every time she goes, that's the first thing she has to do. But I can remember my youngest daughter, when we first took her, her eyes lit up at all the dolls and the lights and the music. And that's a memory I'll always have.
I love it.
And I love it so much, I wrote a book about it.
That's right. And that's what's so cool is that your favorite ride might be attached to a memory. Like Guardians is probably the best ride in all of Disney World. It's an incredible coaster. But is it my turn? Because I'll seamlessly transition into this. My all-time favorite ride ever is Pirates. And I remember riding that with my grandmother and my mom when I was a little kid. And I remember being so afraid of that drop. I mean,
I'm still afraid of that drop.
Yeah. Panicked. It was so scary and so real when I was a kid. I love Pirates. I love the smell. I love everything about it.
You know, it's funny you said the smell because we did I think it started with Lou, and we did a top 10 favorite smells, which Lou thought was a dumb idea for a show until it became like one of the most popular ones he ever did. But that came up then, and then we copied him, and we did our own podcast. We did the same kind of thing. And my daughter thought, their first thing she thought of was Pirates, that musty water smell. And she thought, but clearly I'm crazy. That no one could think that's a thing. And she Googled it, and she learned, oh yeah, that's a very iconic Disney aroma that we all know and we all love.
You asked Lisa, that's probably one of her top selling candles, I bet.
Right, she made a candle out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, the olfactory senses, they say, are the most connected to memory recall. Yep. And like then top 10 bathrooms.
I haven't done that one yet, I think.
And I'm doing waterfound reviews for some reason. And yeah, Karen brings it up. It may just be mildew, but still. It's not.
In Pirates?
Yeah.
It's like
the bromine.
Like it is known what it is. It's a legit thing.
It's the smell of plunder is what it is.
It's the smell of Disney magic. That's
right. All right, Tim. We're 3.
Oh, back to me?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? As long as we broach the subject of books, I'll go Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
Which is for many people, it was the very first attraction I ever went to in Epcot. I still remember walking in Epcot. I didn't know, and we see the ball, and I kind of knew the ball, but walked in and realized, wait, you can go in there, and we went in, and I absolutely love it. It's a must do on the way in, on the way out. I'll ask you guys, I don't know how far back you go with your Spaceship Earth experiences, but which version would be your favorite? Unless you're going to say the only one you know is the current one, and then forget.
No, I had Jeremy Irons, and
there you go.
That's my favorite.
I think that's pretty universal.
When did Judi Dench start?
It was like 2004. I should know. It's like
4 or 5,
in the early 2000s. And actually, her version is the longest running version now.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's like you wake up and that's the new one, and it's just been around. You realize that's been around longer than any of them.
2008.
Yeah, 2008.
Okay.
So I never heard Jeremy Irons. The only one I know.
Oh, that's the best one.
Oh,
I mean, I've heard it on a video, but as far as being there.
and the grand and miraculous spaceship.
Yes.
And
Howard. Oh,
that's pretty good, Tim.
yes. Well, I lost, and you know what? It's funny. I lost a bet. I'll tell this story. My wife will appreciate it. So when we were there actually more like the second or third time, and our daughter was there. Now we're loving Spaceship Earth, and we're back in the room, but I don't know who's narrating it because this is before the internet. I didn't know what any of this stuff was. And my wife said, "That's Jeremy Irons, the Lion King guy." I said, "That's not Jeremy Irons. You're crazy." And at that point, I don't know what happens now if you try it, but from your room in your resort, you could call someone, a Disney expert, and ask them anything. And she called and she asked, "Who is the narrator of Spaceship Earth?" "Oh, man, that would be Jeremy Irons." So I had to do the dishes when we got home. So it was great. But that's how I found out it was Jeremy Irons. And the music from that version still brings me to tears when I hear it to this day.
Hold on. I'm just going to pay for... Because otherwise we only have 10 minutes. All right, go ahead. Keep going, Andrew.
All right, so my next one is on my YouTube page, Mouse Gears. If anybody wants to go buy a new video up, my best video so far has been the around the world trip of the Walt Disney World Railroad. My grandfather loved trains. He had a train shed, a shop, whatever you want to call it, in his backyard that he built, and Walt loved trains, and who doesn't love a good train ride? Hear the whistle blow and just take a little, 15, 20-minute ride around the park.
Yeah.
Another iconic sound.
Yes.
That whistle. Oh.
Then it was gone for too long.
Yeah. I love speaking of the dock at the Wilderness Lodge, but being over on Bay Lake and just relaxing, but hearing that whistle off in the distance. That's pure magic.
That my wife is looking for houses for us for Florida. And we're trying to figure out if we're going to buy something now and rent it for a while. Because we still have some time before we can move down there. But one of the requirements is I need to be able to see fireworks.
Golden Oaks got a few homes for sale.
There you go.
We want it to be realistic.
Well, I say I'm coming down if that's where you're buying.
Yeah, come on.
You can stay in the West Wing.
I remember Lou. I won't tell people where he lives, but I remember him bragging when he moved down there and got close. How close are you to Walt Disney World, Lou? Well, when the wind is just right, you can hear the howling from the Haunted Mansion. Whatever, Lou. Rub it in. So
Right.
And I guess that means you could hear the train whistle, too. So.
Yeah, but
when the weather is just right.
And I like celebration. I think it's cool. But if I'm going to live down there, I want to see fireworks out the back porch. So my next one might be a weird one, but I just did this today. I'm trying to share it. See if I can do this right. I love the tram. I really like getting on the tram. And if you can see it, I now have this T-shirt.
that's cool.
In my store. And it has to be BMD on the front because the word Disney is copyrighted. But I put that on the back, and I think it looks pretty cool. I like the tram because it was the first little slice of magic when you were coming in. That let me know when I was a kid that something awesome was going to happen because we drove down, the trek. From Virginia coming down. And so getting in that tram was pretty special when I was a kid.
I have a confession.
All right.
Being an out-of-towner, I have never ridden a tram.
Wow.
Newsflash, neither have I.
No, and I understand. And my
I
wife,
don't need, like, we don't drive there, so I'm coming in another way to the park. So I see them. I wave at them, but I've never ridden one.
My wife's very healthy. And when we drive over there, we're usually there pretty early now. So she will, let's just walk. Let's walk up. Let's take the tram. This isn't a bad idea. If we pool our money, maybe we can get the 14 million together for a little Golden Oak spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll send in my check right away.
And Sean is exactly right, Karen. All three of those are absolutely rides. All right, well, Tim, now that we're on unlimited minutes, fire away.
Hey.
Number 4.
Oh, boy. Where do I go? I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go back to Epcot. I keep diving back in. All right, you keep bringing up Guardians, which I'm afraid of, which everybody who knows me knows that. So I'm going to go back to my comfort zone in that area of the park, to Ellen's Energy Adventure, which is the longest, slowest ride ever at Walt Disney World. But we loved it. It was, and I confess, I'd get a little sleepy in the radio room. Mammals are getting hairier. That part, I'd kind of fall asleep in. But it was so cool. Not just the dinosaurs, but every time you move, you're in a whole new theater. I know now the one source of energy that will never run out. I will know this to my dying day. And it was such a really unique attraction, which was, you could say that about any of the attractions in Epcot. And we just loved it. I think we regret we didn't get on as much as we wanted to towards the end there. And now that it's gone, we miss it. But that was always one of my favorites. And the dinosaurs.
Right.
So good.
But now Disney has a war on dinosaurs.
Yes, they do.
And fountains in the Polynesian, apparently. Get rid of a lot more. I know. I'll bring that up. No, I love that ride as well. And I thought it was incredible. And especially because we started going with our kids were 1 and 2. So, they could get on that ride. And the cart was so big. The scale of that was just incredible. I like that.
I better ask you then. You do know the one source of energy that will never run out.
My mouth.
That might be second, but are you disappointing me?
I know. I don't remember. I can't remember. You said it earlier.
No, really? Ask chat if they know what it is.
All right, chat group.
What is the one source of energy that will never run out?
Stupid Judy.
You're close. I might have phrased the question a little incorrectly, but you get the idea.
Wind?
No.
I don't remember.
I don't
remember this? It was the final Jeopardy question.
Oh, boy.
I can't remember.
Let me know when you want me to give it up.
Solar?
No.
No, it's got to be something.
It's got to be, yeah.
Now, I'll give you Judy's answer. Stupid Judy's answer. There is no answer, Alex, because it's a trick question. Well, I'm afraid you're wrong, as Alex Trebek would say. You ready?
Go for it.
What is brain power, Alex? That's right.
Yes.
I do remember that.
I feel stupid now.
Dang it.
Well, hey, Albert Einstein didn't get it either, so,
When did that ride close?
Oh, I don't know.
10?
I mean, obviously, since I've been there.
Google it.
Google it.
All right.
All right, so mine, we're going to stay in Epcot, and we're going to go, when you're done riding Soarin', you're really feeling good about yourself, when you want to talk about the land, and you want to talk about conserving energy, you go to Living with the Land. As the must-do in my family that we do every time we go to the Land Pavilion is do Soarin' first, and then we hop on the 10-minute wait for Living with the Land. I wish more people would do it. It's pretty cool.
No, I like the 10-minute or 5-minute or
I do
no
too.
wait. I like that. So
They can come in after I write it.
the funny thing is, back in like the 90s when we went, even when Soarin' came or right before it, that was like one of the most popular attractions in the park. And we'd go there and it'd be like 45 minutes easy. And now, yeah, you can sometimes run into a line, but usually not. No, we love Living with the Land. What's your favorite scene in Living with the Land? If you have one.
I would say the two old Chinese guys that are, or maybe they're Japanese. I'm not stereotyping them, but that are mowing the hedge.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Oh, look, they're still mowing the hedge.
Have you done the holiday light overlay?
Yes.
That is beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
That might be my favorite overlay.
yeah, it's amazing.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back down next month so I can go see it because it's really good.
I was thinking when they did Flower and Garden, they did a princess overlay. That was pretty cool. They had like an Alice in Wonderland, and they had Moana and all that. It was pretty neat.
See, I like that stuff. And I you know, Disney people have to complain and scream and get mad about everything different. But I like the IP stuff in California's Small World. I think it's great. The little add an Ariel here or Moana there.
That's a question. I get asked that a lot. And I will say Disneyland's, which I've only ridden once, but Disneyland's version of It's a Small World is better than ours in Florida.
That's the original.
I will admit it.
It's different.
It's different. Well, they have the whole outside.
California.
They have the facade. They have the whole thing. And yeah. Now, I will say the Magic Kingdom finale room is much better.
Right.
California. So.
Well, I mean, I agree that Pirates is better in California.
It is.
But I like Florida's better.
Yeah.
Florida's was rushed.
Yeah.
And I still love it.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. I love both of them. But yeah, my daughter and I went on to California. We went, oh man, so we go through the whole front, and there's a whole. By the time we are starting our Pirates in California, you've already been on it like 10 minutes doing other stuff before you even get to where we started.
Nothing beats glimmering greenhouse. It's so true, Kyle. Well, I'll stay in Epcot. Because I love the Three Caballeros. And Grand Fiesta Tour is one of my favorite things to do.
Yes.
Happy Serapis.
Happy Serapis. You know, I thought I was weird for liking that cartoon because it is kind of strange. It's a little avant-garde for a young person, but my oldest kid, who's an artist, loves it as well. He thinks it's great, which makes me happy. Because I may watch that tonight. Now that I'm saying it.
Now you got me. I might watch that too.
Yeah.
I love that attraction, by the way.
And I'll tell you, my favorite part is the fireworks at the end.
Right? I'm looking in the building in the mural, like in all the little windows.
Not the duck that was cooked. That's not your favorite part.
That's pretty funny too.
Did you do it when it was El Rio del Tiempo?
Yes.
Yeah. Before Donald came.
No, see, I didn't see it.
Oh, see, that was fun. That was fun too.
My Disney fandom is so
2000.
young. Right. But I've looked into what you have to do with those, not LEDs, but fiber optic lights to do something in my house. And even a small project is more than I'm willing to take on.
Oh,
it's a lot. I mean, you're buying this banded knot of cables, and you got to put them in the hole. It looks like a lot. I gave up. I bought a light kit for a Lego one time, and that never
started. What was that? Light Bright? That was your best. Okay.
It's still in a box. I have the Lego up there, but the light kit's still in the box.
Nice.
All right, Tim, I think this is 5.
Oh,
We're keeping score.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think if there's an obvious one that we haven't hit that everybody's going to go, no.
Oh, tons.
You know what? Let me do this. Since you already broke, well, there's no rules.
Right.
But if there were rules, you broke them when you started talking about trams and stuff. So I'll go monorail. As I mean, it goes. Does that qualify though? Because it can get up to speed pretty good. But
well, Karen's already said that her son considers that a ride. So
oh no, it's definitely a ride. Whether it counts as a slow ride, might be the debate.
There shouldn't be any drops. I hope.
No, well, because it can get up to like 40 miles an hour or something like that. Which would put it up there as one of the fastest roller coasters in Walt Disney World. So I'll leave that to the chat.
I quantify that 88 miles per hour.
No, it's definitely. I think falls squarely in this.
But we call that one of our favorite attractions. Monorail to us is like our favorite attraction just for it, just because it's just so cool and it's so uniquely Disney and there's so many iconic things about it. And
I have
just nowhere else you can experience that.
Serious monorail addiction. I'm getting that vocal fry.
Oh no!
So I have those Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and the thing I like about them the most is that I can get better monorail videos because I can just press a button and record it. Because right, because I'm always I gotta get my pocket, or I don't have the camera ready, and then I feel like I missed the same monorail video I've taken like 400 times, but I want to see it again. Saturday night we were boarding. And there was a group of four in front of us, and they were talking to the guy who does the gates, and he pulled them out of the line and took them up to the front of the monorail. And when I followed
right up front,
no, but they got in. He put them in up front, and they got to take pictures and sit in the cockpit in the driver's seat. And then he did pull them out. But I'm like, that I just kind of leaned over and looked like this is my last trip, and all I wanted to do was sit in the cockpit of the monorail.
We did back in the day. We got to ride up front a couple times. That was cool.
Well, we were in Disneyland this summer. They said they weren't doing it that day, so they still do it in Disneyland. But that's on my bucket list of things to do.
You better head over there then.
Yeah. I'll have to go back. I need my kid to get a job out there, so I have a good reason. All right, Andrew.
All right. I'm going to go to my favorite ride in all of Magic Kingdom.
Ooh.
The Haunted Mansion.
I figured that out.
Oh, man. See there, the one that's it's
my favorite.
I'm clapping for you. How could I not say that?
It starts off walking into a room.
It is such a classic. And I think even though the differences are small, I think our East Coast Haunted Mansion beats West Coast. And I can't...
Absolutely.
Okay. Good. Glad to hear that.
I'm just yelling. Absolutely.
Well, no, because I did a video, and when I was editing it, Kay and I, my wife, came out, and I said, "This is much better, or ours is much better than this one." But I don't remember why. But I do like a little break and a little AC. And I was scared of that as a kid. It terrified me.
Here, I'll tell you my funny Haunted Mansion story.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone remembers this, but back in the early 70s, there was a Haunted Mansion record.
Yeah, I have it.
With little Ronnie Howard as one of the kids. And it was a story of it was like two kids that went to the mansion and went through it and da-da-da-da-da. And I might be remembering this wrong, but my little brain, at some point in the story on the record, the kids had to climb a tree to get in or out or something like that, which I guess you're mimicking as you go into the graveyard at the end out of the attic. But I didn't know this when I was little. So we're waiting in line and we're standing outside. I'm looking at the building. I tell my dad, I point to the tree and I said, I think we have to climb down that tree later in the ride. And he went, no way. And I said, yeah, I think so. Cause it's on my record. So that was I briefly thought I actually had to, physically scale a tree to get out of the Haunted Mansion.
That's funny. You can watch that on YouTube. I had remember those little storybook records? Turn the record over and continue on the other side. I had one with Haunted Mansion that I thought was scary, and I terrified myself as a child. And I feel like on the B side, it had the Bremen Town musicians. How I remember that, I'm not sure.
I didn't know this. The horse-drawn hearse outfit, that is from a John Wayne movie.
Really?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
And the only reason I know that is I've seen it 100 times with my dad. It's the Sons of Katie Elder, the guy's washing it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the same carriage from the movie.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah. And I like John Wayne, so I was like, oh, that's awesome.
And the organ in there is from 20,000 Leagues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty. Okay. Tim, you might know this.
Uh-oh.
Is it true that at one point in time it was one piece of glass and then somebody broke it and that's why they added the columns?
I have no idea.
All right.
I've heard that.
My only thing I think I know about this, and it's internet, so who knows?
Right.
I think if there's any stories of there's a hole in it or it needed replaced or something, were for the Disneyland version, not the Florida version.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think, I mean, I've heard all kinds of stories. I'm sure that something had happened to the glass, like a BB gun or worse or something, and hence that. I don't know if that's true or not, but like I said, I think any of that is for Disneyland's version, but
All right. Well,
I don't know, but who knows, So.
I remember this as a kid, and my kids don't remember it, and it's not there. Wasn't there 2 giant neon green spiders on the wall?
Oh.
There
like
was
in the staircase area?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah. And I forgot about that. Well, I remember when we always got to that part, and this is the part, like I said, it's where those Escher staircases are now. But I remember before that came in, that was just kind of a weird little corner where nothing much was going on except for a neon spider just hanging on the wall.
Yeah,
So.
just like it's one leg would move. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I don't remember what it did.
And then
what?
Then I was told that they took one of those spiders and stuck it in the Jungle Cruise, which is now gone.
Oh, I don't know about. That would be cool though.
No, Jungle Cruise is still there.
No, it's gone.
Jungle.
No,
I see what you did.
You sneaky fellow, you.
Which by the way, is going to be my next one. But according to Little Fold 5864 on Reddit, so you know it's true. And this is what I heard. Is he worked there, and they took a walking tour, and there was. They put spider because of holes that looked like cracks in the glass due to BB guns. And that's what I heard is somebody brought a BB gun on in the 50s and shot it.
So California, 50.
Right.
Well, was it there? It wasn't there in the 50s.
Yeah. I went into like the 60s.
Oh, sorry. 60. So
yeah, that's what I heard. It'd be a BB gun and whatever. Who knows?
But they did change the glass. They had backup glass. He says, and it was in a warehouse, but they had to take the roof off to bring it in.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go with that.
It's probably in the same room where they keep the spare rooms for the Contemporary that they slide in and out whenever they change them.
That's where they keep Walt's frozen head at too.
That's exactly right. But that will lead us nicely into the Jungle Cruise, which is also a must-do each time we go.
The Jingle Cruise or the Jungle Cruise?
I'll do either one.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't. Correct answer.
I don't think the Jingle Cruise carries the weight that Glimmering Greenhouses does. But it's still nice. But I love that Jungle Cruise. I love the jokes. I try not to say them out loud before they happen like some people do on the ride. But
I would say you're not that guy.
No, I'm not that guy.
All right.
But I do love it. And they made me laugh. I will chant O2H, O2H over and over again. It's such a classic. And I love Harper Golf. I mean, again, Tim, that's like what you were saying earlier. It's not just about these rides, but once you start learning the history and the innovation they did to make these things happen, it's pretty incredible.
Well, it's funny. You didn't know this. And I haven't really told anybody yet, but Jungle Cruise is going to be our next book.
Oh, I will definitely.
Yeah, And I was just outlining it real quick, and there was so much. Any of these attractions that Walt Disney was involved with, the history that goes with these things, and it's that thing. The moment you realize at Walt Disney World, these aren't just rides; these are attractions, and these are pieces of history, and the legacy of these goes back not just the opening of the park, but to the early 1900s, earliest days of animation and film and Walt Disney and all that stuff. Favorite scene in the Jungle Cruise?
Well, I really liked Trader Sam. I thought that was such a good ending, and it tied into the Polynesian. And I really liked him. I don't. If someone's offended, it's cool. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't know. Yeah. I don't even want to delve into it. But I liked him a lot. I liked his skirt and his top hat. It made me happy.
My part is, oh look, a sleeping zebra and a lions are keeping it company.
That is a good one.
I like at night, especially when it's raining and you're going into the temple, because then all of a sudden this isn't fun and silly anymore. This is spooky and creepy, and I still get chills.
And they've done a good job with the update in the temple. It looks a lot better than it did. That tiger's really good, and the gold and the jewels. I love it. And it's quiet, and the guy doesn't talk. I do miss them shooting hippos.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I liked the gunshot.
I think they need to add a little Indiana Jones to the temple myself. Just play the music like real soft.
Ooh.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
If you like Indiana Jones, you'll love our new ride over in...
See? Circuits of Americas.
And then the Disney fandom will get really mad.
I think tomorrow, I was going to say, I play a lot of Disney loops while I'm working. And I do like Adventureland. And there's a good Jungle Cruise one on YouTube with all the, hey now, if you're heading over to
the whole radio show.
Yeah, which I really enjoy.
That's a good thing.
But I think Tomorrowland is probably my favorite music loop. Even though Adventureland is my favorite land.
Star Tunnel music is one of my all-time.
Yes.
And I have a 3-hour loop of Soarin'.
Oh, that's awesome. I love listening to that one.
You just play it. It's like the same 30 seconds of music. And I never noticed that I've been listening to it for 2.5 hours.
Well, I mentioned before, the Jeremy Irons Spaceship Earth era music is the one that, and Illuminations. Those two are in tears no matter what. And my daughter knows it, and she'll laugh when it starts to play. You all right, Dad? Nope. Just look away. Look away.
I thought you were going to say when she wanted to borrow the car or money or something. That's the song she puts on.
She bought me her little wonderful heart brought me an Illumination CD. You remember those kids?
Oh yeah.
Bought me an Illumination CD on our trip there because she knew.
Wow. Well, speaking of 2.5 hours, I think this has gone on at least that long. At least the technical difficulties. Tim, tell us how to find you. You got a podcast and these incredible books, and tell everybody where to go get them and come listen.
Well, we're at celebrationspress.com, and over there you can find out all about the books, as we mentioned, also the magazine itself, which the winter issue is just about to come out. We're all excited about that. And then you're right, we do have a podcast ourselves, and you can check that out on our website and on Spotify as well. You said this is going on a long time. For us, this would be like we're just getting started. So
I know.
Talk. But it's so much fun sharing that love of Disney with everyone.
It's so true. I really do love it. I didn't know about your podcast. I'd never heard you mention it on Lou's show. And then
I'm afraid with this, he's the king of podcasts. I can't. By the way, Lou. But maybe
that's why we're on Tuesdays.
It is weird. Like I don't know the internet rules of self-promotion. Like what do you do? And I don't like tooting my own horn anyway. But because I shared if you check out Keeping Walt in Disney, His social media is really, really good. And I shared something to Blues Clubhouse Facebook page, and the guy texted me like, "Oh, hey man, thanks for sharing my," or that's how I heard it in my head. Thanks for sharing my content. And I messaged him, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I just thought it was great, and I just wanted to. I thought I would share it." He's like, "No, please keep doing it. It's great." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, he really meant it.
He really meant it. He really meant it. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, okay.
But I thought he was mad at me, like I stealing his stuff. So. When I do post on in WDW, I never mention my channel or the podcast because I never want that. But we listen to your podcast going back and forth from Florida. Because it's great. Because Tim, we talked. You're very positive and upbeat, and though I do complain about the Polynesian lobby. Other than that, we try to stay pretty positive because we love Disney. And I'd really whittled it down to almost just lose podcasts because everyone else is so negative. But now there's a bunch of like Matthew Woolery, Married to a Disney Addict is great. Jeremy Stein, Main Street Magic is great. I haven't listened to Resort Loop in a long time, but I like those guys. Who else do we know that has a podcast?
The Disney Hotel Lady.
Disney Hotel Lady?
Yeah.
She's got the best.
I just talked to her.
Yeah.
Really? She's cool.
Stacy's wonderful. And she's smart. And she's got such a good niche. Like we had her on this show and had her go through, and then I booked my California hotel based on her recommendation. Live on the air. But she's gotten. I met her at Momentum 2 years ago, and she barely wanted to talk. And now, she's got a strong social media presence, and she really knows her stuff. Jeremy Stein too. Main Street Magic is filled with really good, more than just folks rambling about how much they love Disney. He's got actual tips and tricks.
And their stuff works. So
right. So rising tide lifts all ships, right? We love.
That's the way I think for like us folks like that. We do this. The only reason we're doing this, well, not the only reason we're doing this. The reason we started doing this is because of our love for this place and the history, and that's what I want to keep doing. I'm never going to lose sight of that. And so talking to. I mean, this is fun. We're doing. Look at what we're doing right now. This is amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking about something.
Always fun.
I mean, that's what I posted this week. Everyone complains about their Facebook feed and how negative it is. I'm like, you're your own algorithm.
You control your own destiny.
Mine's full of joy and again, I have a couple of nuts I keep around just for fun. But overall, it's happy, joy. And I love.
One joke I heard, which I can relate to, is if you're ever lost in the woods, I might have told you this before. And I don't know where I heard this from. If you're ever lost in the woods and you have no idea where to go, just stand in one spot and say out loud, "They're going to close Space Mountain" or something. You will have hundreds of angry Disney fans running out of the woods, screaming at you, and they'll get you home. So
that's right.
Right.
Brian Crawford. I couldn't get to his name. Caleb reminded me. And Caleb has a lot of Disney knowledge. And I promised Caleb we're going to start your Cub Reporter news job here coming up. So please listen to Tim and go buy this incredible book because it really is awesome. It's one of those ones I almost hate to open because it's so pretty. And I like it so new. It's like new sneakers. But it's worth reading and flipping through those pictures. So please check it out and subscribe to Celebrations Magazine. Yep. And thanks for bearing with us on the technical difficulties. It was fun. I'm glad you guys were here, so I didn't cuss and scream and throw things, which is what I would have normally done if I was alone. My wife.
It was fun watching you struggle, though.
Yeah. Well, you keep going, right? What was it? We just heard when they asked Lauren Green, No, not Lauren Green. That was from Battlestar Galactica. Lauren from Saturday Night Live.
Lauren Michaels.
Lauren Michaels. Thank you. He's like, we don't do the show because it's ready. We do it because it's 11:30. Right. And that is our motto here. So with that being said, join us next week. I'm sure we'll have a exciting topic. Please subscribe to the Mostly Disney newsletter. Karen's winning the trivia pretty much every week, so jump in there. We do a trivia question every Tuesday-ish, and I'll send you a little Mostly Disney prize package. And then I just put 3 new shirts up in addition to the transportation one. You want to see? It's pretty cool. Like even I'm excited about it.
Hey, I'll offer up there if you want to put in a trivia question gift package. If you would like to put a book in there, let's do it.
All right.
It's got to be a Small World trivia question.
Okay. Well, if you've got one,
I don't have one.
All right, I'll figure it out. So you heard that here live. We've got
there you go.
Will you autograph it?
Sure, if anybody wants me to sully their book
Dude,
with my
you don't-
handwriting, then sure.
What? Come on.
Again, not to glaze Lou too much, but he does always say you never know who's listening. And I was fangirling out having you on the show and talking to you on the phone. I think it's really cool. I've been listening to you for a long time. What do you think of that?
I'm embarrassed now.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Got a little Reedy Creek. And then I also did this one. It looks terrible in the red, but how cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've got the transportation logos.
If I click on it, can I see it?
The boat. Or Timmy, you can
I trust you. It's
mostlydisney.com and check out our merchandise page.
I'll do that. Everybody do that.
But I don't.
You asked.
I think I make about $1 on the shirts. I priced them as low as they would let me do it because I'm not really, this isn't really a get rich quick scheme. But I thought those were pretty cool. And I still like the Lion is the Ride. That's my favorite shirt. So. All right, Tim, thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you guys.
And we will see you next week.
We'll do it again.
Thanks.